Of course, while we adore all animals, we are obviously partial to one in particular, and we love giving our horse enthusiasts out there an education on keeping our large four-legged friends happy and healthy. So that's why we enjoy having Dr. Christopher Baldt on Post Time. Dr. Baldt joins us once again to give an awesome anatomy lesson as he focuses on the importance of a horse's stifle. Take it away, Dr. Baldt.
So the stifle is a very important part of a horse for function and for speed. The stifle is very similar to the human's kneecap. Okay, so there's our two long bones that meet and also what's called the patella. There's about 14 ligaments that hold the knee together. And so the involvement of the kneecap is for flexion of the leg and helps with propulsion with the hamstrings. And so the stifle is often a point of common injury in horses. How does that happen? We're asking the horse to travel high speed. So we're moving the stifle joint through a flexion extension, which is opening, closing. And so the kneecap itself can actually begin to work its way outside of the groove. When it does that, you'll start to get what's called an upward locking stifle. And so the horse will have like a stiff leg for a period of time, and then we'll kind of shake it out, and the kneecap itself will drop back into place. You also can get problems with the cartilage, just like humans do. You know, as we age, when we have overuse, we start to wear out the cartilage, which separates the bones, and the bones begin to rub and create inflammation, and over time create pain. And so we have issues with that. As I keep referencing with a horse, it's so very important that we keep the hooves healthy. We have the appropriate shoes, the appropriate angles, because as these athletes are running at speeds that they are not necessarily used to, it puts a lot of strain on the stifle joint itself. Horses can also get cysts in the joints, and sometimes those cysts have to be drained, sometimes those cysts have to be removed. Horses can also have subluxations of these joints where the kneecap pops all the way out and it's unable to bear weight. Some of the treatment approaches that we can use on the horse would be anything that decreases inflammation, anything that increases range of motion. So oftentimes some gentle massage techniques on the stifle joint itself, releasing the muscles that are above the joint and below the joint and behind the joint. So we could do some techniques like that. I mentioned laser is very good for this. We also know that some of the liniments, the thermal agents, are very, very good topically because they're going to help with some of the inflammation. In order to get the stifle joint to work more appropriately, I love the backup exercises. And the backup exercises would be as we encourage the horse to step backwards. With each step backwards, the knee is bent or flexed and then it's extended. As the knee is extended, the kneecap will slide right back in the track that's supposed to be. So besides having the horse going forward, 5-6 days a week at a high rate of speed, take the time to back the horse up 20-30 feet, 2 or 3 times, a couple times a week, and you'll notice that you'll improve the strength in the stifle joint, the alignment of the stifle joint, and you'll have a lot less difficulty. Some people actually use kinesio taping in this area, KT taping, which helps stabilize the joint itself. But I think a combination of good mechanics with feet, range of motion exercises with the hind limb, some massage techniques, and then some manipulative techniques can really make a big difference. But home therapy is very important. So we stay with our in-barn therapy with backing up, and I think you notice that this joint will give you less and less trouble in the future.
Thank you so much, Dr. Baldt. We love having him on the show. In fact, he's been on Post Time a lot. And if you want to see his other segments, just log on to our YouTube channel at youtube.com/Post Time Show. And of course, you can reach out to Dr. Baldt directly by logging on to his website at drbaldt.com.